But I'm kidding. I don't think anything needs to be cut it out.
What about the
So
president stuff? Maybe
fucking.
we take the baby stuff out.
Oh yeah, that's well. You decide.
Actually, no, no,
Yeah.
the baby stuff's fine.
You should remember to hide our conversation
I've
in the
hidden the
chat. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if there's something wrong with it there. I don't think so. Yeah, no.
Look, I should sit this here
I
facing the
was.
screen so that you and I will get sponsored by Mother.
Yeah, and gotta get sponsored by
Porta Maestri.
architecture. Uh,
Architecture.
and I don't know if you can read this, but
I
this
can't
is
read the bottom.
interior architecture. So it's decor mug. Do you think that big companies give energy drinks for free in the office because they are good, or like,
Probably not.
when people say, "Oh, in my company they give me beer for free," yeah, fucker, for make you to work more hours without noticing. Yeah, you're stupid. But if you got drunk, maybe you'll like move forward.
Maybe.
I know that because I did it on purpose. I got myself drunk to finish Cruz Brothers at some points. Yes. So so remember when you played that game that often I was naked or drunk or both. So figure it out. Figure it out which part
Yeah, yeah.
that was happening. Yeah.
Perfect.
That's a true story. Yeah.
We've all done it. I think anyone that plays games at some point has sat there either naked or just in their underwear playing. So
Yeah.
I'm sure the same is for people that make the games too.
At, well, at least the ones that work from home for sure, and
Definitely, they
at,
do not.
at least
They're not putting pants on, the ones working from home.
no, I just woke up and like at least on pajamas. I just woke up and like went straight to the computer, and that's it.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, right? But now I get more time between sitting here and waking up for mental health purposes to keep
Yeah.
me more sane. But that basically is the timing to do some coffee and be aware. We be woken up by the dark liquid of extreme endless power, right?
The dark
That
nectar of Valhalla, correct?
yes, similar to what you're drinking right there, your sponsor.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'll make sure I have about 10 cans sitting on the desk next time.
Yeah, make sure they pay you first, so you can like
Yeah.
make it. It
Well,
will make more sense. Yeah.
I'll do it as a freebie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe they like your content and okay now he that he's done it for free. Maybe we pay him. That
Yeah,
makes sense. I will definitely do that
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
It's worth a
Yeah.
try.
I will do like this and all the
Yeah,
time. Okay, yeah,
I
hanging up.
I could do that, but I still haven't received my T-shirt, so.
Oh no, yeah, your country doesn't like mine, so yeah, maybe I don't know if that's only for Brazil, but I will definitely block Brazil. Look at our president; he's fucking insane.
Yeah,
But it's an entertaining government. It's bad because people get fucked up, but if they would get fucked up anyway because politicians are fuckers. But this one is more entertaining. He does stuff like he does the weapons shit, and yeah, I don't know if you know that. I send you a lot that
you've sent me some. Yeah, I've seen.
yeah,
I've seen
like
what you
he
compare.
dances. He
Yeah.
dances. Yeah. About but about you were saying earlier about a guy that died. The
Oh
Black
yeah,
Panther dude,
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Bosman. Yes, this is a sad news, but sad for his family, right? So condolences for his family and friends.
I don't know if he
But
had
that
any kids or anything. He was only
I
43.
I don't know. Yeah, it was cancer, right? I lost a
Yeah.
friend also for cancer, but he had 23 men. And I lost two actually. The other one died one day before he was going to make 30 years old. So he died with
Day
19 years
before.
old. A day before, yes. And that makes you thinking. Even though uh, this celebrity is way way out of our circle,
Yeah.
personal circle. So you, if you're a fan, you get really sad, but like you get sad of the news, but makes you think like you should do things that you really believe in because life is short and maybe no, it will get in your, just like Rocky says, it will beat you down to your knees. Sometimes it will beat you more than down to your knees. So like for instance, doing a podcast is something I was kind of we can say afraid of, or had some, was ashamed of appearing in front of the camera and
Yeah.
maybe speaking a foreign language wrong and looking like a stupid dude. But when you see news like that, you think, oh man, come on, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So for people out there hearing this, and if you have an idea and you're afraid to do it, man, don't wait for it. Just do it because it will take you, probably, if it's a proper idea of work or something, a project, right? Like you're doing, and we done it here in the gaming industry, and you're afraid of failing or something, or judgment. Remember that those stories of people who lost their lives and probably definitely wanted to be alive and doing more. And the guy from Black Panther is a good example. He had achieved a high position on his professional life, right? And
Yeah.
he had prestige and everything. So he kind of didn't hold back and made it. And eventually something bad happens, and we all going to die. So think about
Make the
that.
most of it.
Yeah, something important to share. I think the lessons of the death. There's something on the way of the samurai. It's not the way Bushido, that tells you to remember that you're going to die every day, so you get the most of your day.
Oh yeah.
And if you're gonna to argue to someone, that remembering that you're going to die eventually, at any time you can die, you're gonna think of the things you're going to say to that person because that may be your last conversation with them. So you want your last conversation to be like a fuck you conversation.
Yeah. Not quite.
And yeah, maybe you fight and then you remember this. And this happened to me when, like, with my mother, we don't get along too well. I think everyone has some daddy issues, mom or mom issues.
Yeah.
And uh, one, once in a while, but now I usually anticipate the issue that I'm saying, that like, don't argue with her, like, not in too intense. But in the past, when we had some arguments, and I read that just right after the argument, I thought like, oh man, come on, if I die now, this will be our last conversation. And so immediately I apologized, sorry, and went for that mindset. And you can use that for other things as well.
Yeah.
So the things I was saying earlier, like, do your thing, man. Do you what you want to do. Follow your dreams. That's a cliche, but that's what you should do because life is too short,
Yeah.
and accumulating things maybe is not the best path to go. You'll find an empty hole in the end of that road for sure.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Live free. Fast, free, hard.
yeah. Well, maybe you don't have to be crazy as
Well.
Jane there with his biker uh, running fast through Australia like a Mad Max movie. But what type is your bike, man? It's a Harley or something like that. We're
No,
going to
no.
do a lot of free advertisements now, right?
Yeah, that's right. No, it's certainly not a Harley. It's called a Hyosung.
Okay.
Hyosung Aquila. It's
I don't know much about the bikes, but
Neither do
it's a
I, but I have.
oh,
That's
you
what
don't
I have. No.
what the fuck? But you have a motor club or something like that? You wear a jacket with the motor club name on it? Or
No,
just
I'm
write it.
I'm waiting for a mayhem jacket to arrive in the mail from Brazil.
Oh yeah, yeah. My friend does use that skull. Actually, that skull born with his request.
Oh, from their vest.
He bought her Harley and he said, "Oh, can you do a logo for me?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, of course." He's my best friend.
Yeah.
But he lived in Brazil, like way back when we were in college, and he was my friend that we spent all the time together when we went like surfing, smoking weed all day, and playing skate. So we are graduated in like I'm graduated in business school and skate 1, 2, and 3. Know what I mean? Because we played it a lot,
Yeah.
and the catch is that neither both of us don't do that anymore. Like we don't smoke anything anymore, like drugs and etc. And he became a cop, so he's now on the special forces in Brasilia.
It's never too late to
Uh,
turn it around.
yeah, yeah, and I remember him passing out from lower pressure, blood pressure in the bathroom for smoking too much. And then I always said to him like, "Fuck, man, now you're a cop. You're arresting people." He comes with stories like, "Oh, I did how to say he apprehended a marijuana smoker just for fun, and he acts like a cop, I assume, and
Yeah.
then he gives a laugh with his friend because he were a motherfucking weed smoker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
funny.
the logo stuff is that he requested that for his club of one man only.
One man
It's
club.
like
That's my kind
one
of
man
club.
club. Yeah, and now he does have another guy, so he's a two-man club.
Yeah.
They're probably already trafficking guns, like in the Sons of
It
Anarchy
would have
series.
to be being too strong, definitely in the gun game. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So I did this call for him, and look at it. I've said, "Oh man, so sorry about that, but I'm gonna steal it for us because it's really cool." And then I changed it a little bit to took out the biker handle.
Yeah.
It's how you say it, biker, and I'd added the DCF stuff, and now it's ours. It's Sons of Subversion
Yeah.
logo as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how that was born, and and now I'm also waiting for my vest because that was my payment. Like I will do the logo and he will send me the vest.
But you want a
No vest,
vest, yeah, no vest.
no vest so far. Yeah, no vest. He got the DCF T-shirt, but no vest.
Oh, he got a
And
t-shirt.
yeah, the DCF T-shirt was made after
Hmm.
the vest was were
Yeah.
made, and he got one. That son of a bitch.
And you've got no vest.
Yeah, he thinks because he has a gun he can do it all, but that's not the war here, my friend.
I think if I was trying to get something out of someone and they waved a gun on my face, I'd leave the vest alone.
Yeah, but the last time he came here, he came without his gun because to travel with
Yeah.
on airplane is like and it's pointless. He was on vacation, so I had my I'd say BB gun. So I put it on my waist and I put a knife in my pocket and I said, "Oh, okay, who's the gun now, bitch?" A cop with no guns. Okay, I can do whatever I fucking want. Uh, yeah,
That's
true
funny.
story. Yeah.
So that is loosely the origins of the Sons of Subversion logo as
No,
well.
well, not the Sons of Subversion. They came from the Sons of Anarchy reference.
Oh,
That's
yes,
quite
yes, yeah. Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
But they have two logos because since that one became so cool, I stole it for them, and then I changed it for DCF because it looks really cool behind the t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I did the logo with my logo. Fuck him. Yeah.
Yeah, call him up straight after this and tell him you want that vest.
Yeah. That
Remind him.
was what I was going to say. I'm gonna ask him to make you a vest, and then I send you with the t-shirts you already won because You are our combo
I'm the
king
king of combos.
of combos. Yes,
Since what
for
was
Cruz
that?
Brothers.
February or March? Came out in February, didn't it?
Yeah, but we have an embargo to send you stuff, so I cannot do it yet. So that's that's why we enter in the politicians subject
Yeah,
because of the embargo. Australia made to Brazil properly, but
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Not sure if isn't worldwide uh, embargo.
Yeah, I don't know. I still we're still receiving stuff from other
Okay.
countries that we buy
Okay.
online.
So we are special. Yeah.
I think
Well,
you're just not walking down to the post office. You can't be bothered with the
yeah.
trip.
No, but I had to send to Sit Gaming,
Yeah.
so to
Oh,
UK
yes.
was I were able to send. So yeah, it was a trip lost. It was sad because I was going to send you. I don't have the rings here. I modified.
Oh,
I was
that's
going to.
right. You
Yeah,
modified. It sounds like you
I
fucked it.
yeah. No, but I rather the way it is now. It's way more cool. But you can polish it. Like it's going to be shiny again.
And
But it's
beautiful.
dark. It's darker now. It's like it's burned. It's like raised from hell. It's
Yeah,
way
that would look cool.
yeah, way more cooler. Yes, I think so. It's a personal preference. You can do whatever. It's yours already. I sent
It'll
you, I was
it'll see some nice views. I'll take it to all the nicest bridges, the nicest lakes.
no man, that's an inside joke that shouldn't ever come out because it's too heavy. But yeah, we're gonna do the Be Hot, Be Sexy, Be DCF
We need to. We need to.
advertisement, right? When you
I
have
just
the T-shirt.
once I get the t-shirt, I'll
Oh,
do
if you
that.
do it like riding, I can imagine you riding like in the longest roads of Australia with desert around and kangaroos jumping around, and that's how I imagine Australia.
Yeah,
Kangaroos all over the place. I
it's
don't know if
like
that's
that.
how it is.
It's
It's like
it's
that.
probably like that in a very small percentage of the country, but
Oh, okay.
I don't think I will see many kangaroos out on my bike unless I'm riding around at 2 or 3 in the morning on the highway.
Oh, okay. They're night animals or daylight
They seem to
animals.
pop up a lot more in the middle of the night.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Didn't know about it.
where I at my old job in town, there would be I would finish at 5 o'clock at night, so like the sun would just be setting, and there'd be a good 20 or so kangaroos just sitting in the car park.
Oh, oh, and they're dangerous, right? You shouldn't get near them.
Most of the
Uh,
time they just run away, but if you go up and they can drop you on your
if you
ass, they could stand with
if
the
you
Cruz brothers.
if you corner one of them, it's gonna be bad
They
because
get quite
corner.
aggressive,
Yeah.
backed into
Uh,
a
it-
corner.
ac- Actually, one of the ideas to make a new team was to make a two kangaroos and a circus trainer,
Yeah.
but we didn't move forward with that. So,
I don't even know where to start with that. Why?
well, kangaroos have that famous past story about boxing. I don't know if that's from circus or something.
Um,
Or it's because of the way they fight between them among them for
yeah,
females or
they like bounce on their tails and just kick the shit out of each other.
yeah,
It's
well
crazy to
we
see. I've seen it several times.
yeah.
Yeah, they just like
uh,
bounce around and drop kick each other.
no man, imagine having that kick in your face. You're gonna
Yeah, it would do some
be
damage.
yeah, you're gonna get your head chopped off.
Yeah, yeah, they're aggressive when they need to be.
Australia is a dangerous place, right?
It
You
is.
have the most dangerous animals. They are living there.
And
The
that's just the
poisonous.
people. Yeah,
Yeah, that too. That animal too.
there's some of the most yeah venomous snakes and poisonous spiders and shit here too. And
Yeah,
I hate spiders, so I don't. A spider will never get me because if there's a spider in this room right now, this podcast is over and you'll never see me again. I'll
really,
set the house on fire. I hate spiders.
really. Yeah, you have arachnophobia, or not
Severe,
that
severe.
severe, really. You
Growing up
cannot.
in New Zealand, like, let's find this AirPod, for instance. Like,
Hmm.
the round part, that would be like the biggest spider I ever saw in my life for 18 years in New Zealand. And you come here and they're the size of your fucking hand.
But
Not
in the
all
air
of them, but
poisonous. Yeah, we have a big ones here, but I don't think they have poison. It's another breed. Well, it's not the Australia version that can kill.
yeah,
Like you have the bird that can kill, the shark that eat
yeah.
more, and etc. Yeah.
We've got
So.
the pre-order deluxe editions of all the dangerous wildlife
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's more. That's why you guys are into radical sports like surfing is the country most famous
they love it here.
sport.
Yeah, they love
Am I right?
surfing.
Yeah. It's the surfer's paradise, Australia, right?
Uh,
I know that because I do practice. So yeah,
you practice surfing, or you did?
yeah. No, I do
You do.
still. I do less now that I rather be working and making games. So and if you surfing, it's like a disease, as I would say. Surfers that will
It's killing you.
surfers will agree because you get addicted to that stuff, and some people actually leave everything aside and just surf for their whole lives, and
It's
they're fine with
crazy,
it
isn't
because
it?
yeah, but it's really pleasant, a pleasant feeling. It's I don't know if you tried it, but
I haven't
I
tried it.
remember.
I've got rubbish balance. It's a wonder I survive on the bike.
Yeah. Oh, but that's practice. Well,
Yeah.
I think everybody remembers their first wave, their first wall that they caught, and that what gets you hooked, and then you're fucked for the rest of your life. So
Do you
don't
remember
let your kid.
yours?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Did you
I
wipe
didn't do
out
shit.
hard?
I no. The first wall is when you go to when you surf the wave properly. You don't go like getting surfing on the foam when
Yeah.
just go to the right direction, and that's completely different. And that's when it gets to you, I think. And I do remember. I remember I did shit, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and yeah. And then I got addicted for like around 5 years, really intensively. And all I did is it was that timing I said about my friend. We just surfed and
Yeah.
smoked weed. Yeah, the
Simpler
weed, the weed.
times.
Yeah, yeah. Like weed helps you to surf better.
I don't know
Yeah,
if we should put that on a poster.
yeah. That's a reality. If you see
What's happening here?
probably surf the world.
I think I've got.
Uh,
Oh, that was a temporary
oh, no problem.
network
That
issue.
that that's a real time podcast. So bear with us, man. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I was yeah, I was saying something bad. Like it's not kids don't do drugs. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, we'll put that on a poster. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, yeah. Despite that, drugs is the solution for all the problems you have in your puberty, and when you're a teenager, don't do them. They're wrong. They're bad for you.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, DCF, Games of Dane, and Mother do not condone the use of drugs.
Yes, we don't. Only the legal ones. Legal ones are fine, but they have the same issue. You will become an alcoholic, and that will bring problems to you and to your family. But there's a catch if you do it for a small period of time, that's fine. So drink like for 5 years and then stop.
I'm still not sure that's the message we should be putting on posters.
I'm not here to send messages, man. Our game is mature only, so
Yeah.
and we don't have any intention to bring that rate down at all. So
Good.
yeah, so that's our content right there.
That's right.
If you don't like it, don't play it. It's simple. You have plenty options to go for that are really fun. So in our games, you're gonna find blood and pain and stories that are heavy with sometimes cursing, often with a lot of cursing and
A lot of violence.
A lot of violence, yes. Yes, but they have a purpose. It's to send a message to the world. Like, I don't know what message that may be, but it's for adults, not kids. So yeah,
As it should be.
that yeah, the gaming industry average is I think now at least in US is 37
Which is
years old.
crazy because how long ago would it have
Yeah.
been? What, 15 years ago maybe? Or even 10 years ago where it was still a lot younger
Oh,
players. It seems to be a lot more common now in people of all ages than it was 10 or 15 years ago.
oh yeah. I think because it is especially because it's grown and companies like ours target that audience.
Yeah.
Uh,
Whereas
for
games
instance,
were always made for like children, it seemed. When I was growing up, everything I ever saw until Grand Theft Auto was made for kids.
oh, you're missing one important fella in that story.
Who's
It's
that?
called Mortal Kombat. It came
Ah,
before
yes, yes,
that.
Mortal
That
Kombat.
that was the game changer. Yeah, they
That
did.
would be the oldest game I can think of that was over the
That's
top
violent.
violent. Yeah.
Uh, there's another one about that were like a movie. It were it was movie cutscenes. It was about a family being kidnapped. That was the one that brought attention to the rating and the parents, and
Yeah, okay.
that what created the ESRB on US,
All right.
and probably
I don't know.
yeah
Do you know what that
there's a
one is?
documentary. I don't remember the
I have
name
to
right
look
now.
it
I can
up.
search. Yeah, but you should look for the ESRB story from.
Yeah.
There's a documentary in the YouTube,
Yeah.
and then it will show what game I'm talking about. And like it didn't have much rating, so kids got that game, and it was like violent. And
It wasn't Manhunt, was it?
no, it's another one.
Before
It,
Manhunt.
no, it's way older. It's for Mega Drive, I guess. It's
Oh,
Sega
really?
System.
Going back.
Yeah, yeah,
God, I
yeah,
remember Sonic the Hedgehog, Jurassic Park, and all the little kid-friendly things. I don't remember.
yeah. And you had that one.
Yeah.
And you had I could search for it, I will find it. But if you look into that documentary, it's quite interesting how that happened because I think that back then there was only Sega and Nintendo, if I'm not mistaken. But the documentary will correct if I'm saying
Yeah.
something wrong. And they went to court to because a senator on US called them out to like, okay, let's check this violence thing and how we can solve this. And instead of working together, since they were competitors, they fought on the courts instead of like working together
Yeah.
towards a
A
goal.
common goal.
Yeah, and then the U.S. government said, okay, so either you organize yourself or we will do it for you. And then the ESRB was born.
That-
Short version, long story short, that how it happened. So then we had proper, which is good because children shouldn't see that stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, and then that I don't know if Peggy came after and the other ones.
Yeah, I'm not too
Uh,
sure. Yeah, Peggy would have
probably,
been after. Yeah. It all would have just
probably
flowed afterwards.
yeah. But nowadays we have like EARC rating for digital products. So EARC centralize it and distribute it to the other
Yeah.
to the other ones. So you only have to for digital products. We only have to do
One
Yark in this.
process.
Yeah, it's easier to
Yeah.
for that's good for indies, right? We don't have to pay for because these are expensive. You have to pay for get rated, right? In Zero, for instance, I think it's Zero is from Japan,
All right.
and I think it's really expensive. Yeah, but in some platforms you can do it through eArc, so it's good. It's good for indie developers that procedure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know. I didn't know that all that stemmed from a game back, what,
Yeah, yeah,
early 90s, I suppose. Mid
Yeah,
90s.
something like that. I
It's
don't know
crazy.
if Mortal Kombat was also out, maybe. But that one, I remember that one because I played it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
you know, I didn't know how to play it, so it's cutscene based. So I always ended up in the same one, and so I quit the game
Yeah.
and rubbish. But probably it's there are more into that, my friend.
Yeah.
Like more violence that I didn't saw.
Yeah.
Probably I had 7 or 6. That's how bad ratings were
Yeah.
back then. Like my mother had no idea what she was
What you
giving
yeah.
to me.
Yeah. Uh,
Look at this colorful cover. Let's get for the boy. Yeah.
yeah. Blood,
The-
guts, probably nudity.
Probably. I think he had some suggestions to doing bad things to women. I won't say the word. I think
Yeah.
you'll get demonetized if I say it.
Yeah.
But I think I had just some suggestions of that. So that's
That's
how bad it
crazy that
was.
that was
Yeah,
allowed to just be introduced into the wild back then.
yeah. They had their own system to rate the games,
Yeah.
but like if I'm not said wrong, Sega had theirs and Nintendo had theirs, and it wasn't a standard that a parent could look at and see, oh, okay, this is not for my child,
Yeah.
or maybe a parent can say, okay, I don't care, this is for my child.
Yeah.
I I played Carmageddon when I was 9, so I'm fine today. I don't.
Yeah.
I guess. I
Yeah.
guess I'm fine today.
Making games about violence and excessive
yeah,
blood. You turned out alright.
yeah, yeah. That was probably already inside my mind, so
Yeah,
it
that's
just
right.
that's why I liked the game so much because it was all about running people over. It's fucking that's a crazy game. The purpose of the game is to run people over, and that's it. Uh,
Yeah, I don't think even these days there's games as outlandish and like where that's your sole objective is to murder people. I remember there was a game a couple of years ago. I can't remember what it was, but it was called Genocide or something. I don't know if it ever came out. Genocidal, maybe. I can't
it,
remember. It had a cool name, but you were just
a
tasked with
cool
going
name,
through the
genocide.
neighborhood and just murder absolutely everyone. Like
Well, we have hatred these days. Hatred is
civilians.
exactly that. Did you play it? Hatred,
Hatred.
hatred. Yes, it's
I
all
don't.
about that.
I don't.
Just go on YouTube after
I
you
wonder if
talk.
that's what I'm thinking of. Is it a dude in a black trench coat with long black hair?
Yes, that is
That's the
hatred.
game I'm thinking of.
Okay,
Where am I
okay.
getting genocidal? I
Because
don't
that's
know.
what he's doing.
Yeah,
That's
but that's all you were doing, wasn't it? There was no objective. There was no point to it other than just murder absolutely everybody.
well, not exactly because in Carmageddon is like a destruction derby in a city. So the objective is
Oh
to
yes.
destroy the other cars,
Yeah.
but you have a time counter, and to
Yeah.
get more time, one of the ways to get more time is to run people over,
Yeah.
and you can also like murder 100 people, and then you win the race also.
Yeah.
But you have options. You can also race, like do the checkpoints.
Yeah.
So you have options. But on hatred, your only goal is to kill innocent people, and the way you recover life is when you
Uh-oh.
in a really nasty way around crying for their lives, like please don't, and you stab them. It's a heavy game, man. It's a heavy game.
What's it out
It's
on
not for everyone.
Steam?
Yes, yes, it was banished, then came back. I don't know the
Yes,
story, but
I remember,
but
yeah, because it was going to come out, and then I remember it got cancelled or prohibited from release or something, and then I thought it released on Steam or something.
oh, you should reach out to that developer and talk to him about what was his idea, because that's really
He's
sick. I,
he's
I put,
he's probably behind bars.
I don't think so.
No, that's a crazy concept that I can see why it's not out on Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo
Yes,
Switch.
well, I don't know. It's a well-made game. It does have like good graphics. so it
Yeah.
would look nice on those platforms.
See, I don't think censorship for that. I can understand not wanting a 10-year-old to play a game like that, but if I want to play a game like that, there's no reason
Well,
I shouldn't be able to.
you're an adult, you can
Yeah.
play it, but you will probably feel like a little bit sick.
Yeah.
It's really heavy.
Yeah.
It does have a heavy environment. It's black and white, and the only
Color is
color
blood.
is blood. Yes,
Yeah.
but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. Like if you're mad at someone, you can like, okay, I'm gonna kill everybody here, and then you just pull out some steam in
Yeah.
a virtual world. So that's the main purpose of those games, I guess,
And I
for
guess
people to.
the main reason they're banned, I suppose, is for that uh, nonsense video games incite real life violence argument.
Ah, yeah, and there are plenty of studies that shows both that people who are actual violent and do acts of
Yeah.
violence do not play
Yeah,
video games,
that's right.
and that people who plays them don't become more violent or less violent. They are who they are.
You and I would
You
have
can,
both done some nasty shit in Grand Theft Auto over the years.
yes,
But
yes, and
but you know how to separate the violence from a controller to real life. It's not hard, is it? It's not even the same
yeah,
thing.
yeah, and I mean, if you're a really a sick person, you have a first barrier that is it's the law is you're gonna get arrested. So
Yeah.
probably will inhibit it some. It does inhibit some. A few don't, as we know, but
Yes.
certainly it's not because of the games they play. Probably those guys don't even have a game.
Yeah,
Those sick,
that's right.
they're really sick ones. So as I mentioned, there are studies about it, and they
Yeah.
don't. And that's a stupid argument. And a guy here in Brazil, there was a shootout in a school, and the guy here in Brazil, congressman, I think it's congressman or something. I fuck him. His name is Junior Bozella, and I like to say his name over and over because even though I'm speaking in English, I like to remember the world that he messed it up with the gamers, and he thought he was doing a nice thing to the country, and then he discovered that games are not for kids anymore, and adults don't like the government telling them what to do. So what Junior Brozella did was to get this awful thing that happened in that school of two boys that killed a bunch of kids
Yeah.
and then killed themselves, and tried to blame on video games, and then he wanted to banish violent video games from the country and wanted to banish the production of violent video games on the country.
Yeah.
So he will basically close the doors of our studio because we only do games for adults, so
Yeah.
they are violent and etc. But he got a lot of hate on him because, as I said, adults who are the majority of players don't like the government telling them what to do.
Yeah.
So he had a hell of a week. I made like 4 or 5 videos of him. Just that's why I found out the ESRB
Ah,
documentary
yeah, yeah.
to search a little bit further and tell him, oh, look here, motherfucker. All right, there's a rating system. You don't know what you're talking about. So next elections, when he goes for run for something, I have everything stored and I will remember everybody. Yes, yes. He tried to fuck us up and we will fuck him back.
Yeah.
So wait for me, motherfucker. I'm coming for you. And you can do nothing to stop me. You can do nothing. You can do nothing. You're nothing. You're a little worm. I pay your salary, motherfucker. Every time I pay my taxes. Yeah. Sorry for the rage. That guy give me the and he was like the victim. Oh, I'm being me. No, 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 no. Come on, you mess it up with the wrong crowd, dude.
Yeah.
I know it's not the most important issue in the country, and there's a lot of things in the world to be solved.
Yeah.
We like the Fight Club. Do not fuck with us, all right?
Yeah, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, and I have like he deleted posts of contradicting himself, and oh man, I have everything. I will show. This will pop up right when we have the elections. I'm excited when it comes. It's gonna be fun. I
When is
like a good
election
fight.
time?
For him, I guess it's 2 years from now.
Two
He
years
think
from
will be.
now.
He think people forgot that. I will remember them. Yes. Personally, it's a vendetta because he was directly destroying my life dream. Like, no, man, I hate you. I would love to talk to him. Cruz Brothers mode. Like, yes, I
Yeah.
would love to have a discussion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, maybe that will sort it out. Like, we're done. When two guys have a fight and then you become friends after.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that, that happens. Yeah,
Just go pick up the Cruz brothers and go for a chat.
yeah. The real one. The real
Yeah, grab
ones.
the real ones. Go for a
Yeah,
chat.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I would like to be the one making the all the arguments.
Would you try and talk to him? Would you actually try and like
Yes,
professionally get a hold of him?
I sent a lot of my first videos were very polite, and I just shown the why he was wrong, and
Yeah.
I enter his Facebook page and argument against it. I think on Instagram as well, and then he started to block me and delete comments
Yeah.
and to say to people who didn't know exactly what's going on, to lie to those people, and I recorded everything.
Yeah.
So I have all of that storage on an external drive forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he's a politician, so don't come at me like saying, "Oh, I did good things." Fuck you, man. You did your job. Fuck you. You did what you're supposed to do with our money. So no, you didn't do anything special. You didn't make us go to Mars or something.
Yeah.
That's Elon Musk. That's not you.
Yeah.
So so right. As I said, it's like not the worst problem in the world, but to me it's personal. So
It's a big problem for you because it's your profession. It's what you do for a living.
yeah,
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go make a Pac-Man
yeah,
type
yeah,
game with
yeah.
rainbows and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, and that's the sad part because I send the videos and I send the arguments to a group we had here of developers, and the guys were like, "No, no, but that's not the only games made in the industry. Well, that's the games that makes the most money in the industry. Last of Us, Let's Go Red Dead Redemption,
Yeah, those
all of the
type.
shooter, all of the shooters. The game, the biggest game of all times now is um Fortnite is people shooting people. Either it does have a lot of colors, but it's still killing.
Yeah,
So yeah, don't come at me saying like that's not the how the industry. No, no, man, it's for grown-ups. So yes, that's most of the industry.
it's
The most of the industry is content
yeah,
for adults,
yeah,
not for
that's
kids.
right.
So yeah, fuck those guys. Yeah, yeah. The- I have a lot.
You got a
I
lot
have a
to
lot
say
of
about this.
I have a lot of rage in my heart, man. As you can see, that's why we make violent games to ta- get that steam out of our chest.
You need some more. You need some flowers like I've got in the background there. More of that
Yeah, they look.
around you to just stay chill. Just
Yes, they look really pretty. By the way, pretty.
yeah.
Yeah, good decor.
Get good
Interior.
decor.
You did that? The interior decor for your.
I certainly did not. I assembled everything in here, but I did not. I did not put the fern flower things in there. Not my doing.
I
Not my
okay.
mirror. Not my
All right.
beauty
Ah, I
mark.
see. Yeah. That. Oh well. That's. I thought that were the one you prep yourself to do the makeup and stuff to come out in
Uh,
the videos.
yeah, well, I haven't done my foundation yet. You can see I've still got my scars all
Oh.
over my forehead. I
Yeah.
didn't have time for
That.
makeup today.
Okay. Yeah. We got to schedule this like on the last minute, right?
Yes,
Yesterday.
next time when we do it clear cut, I'll be pampered, I'll be dusted, I'll be ready to go.
Okay. I'll put my Joker makeup then. I like that character, and then I can
Yeah.
say things like that and look extremely maniac. Maybe people buy more of our games, and that's like
Yes,
a
they
good
might.
advertising.
Yeah. Yeah, put an Arthur skin in Cruz Brothers.
Yeah. Well. Maybe we get prosecuted by the owners of that characters.
Don't worry about that.
Uh.
Just do it. Live your life. Live your life to
Yeah,
its
yeah,
fullest.
yeah. We were talking about that earlier, right?
That's right. Take every chance.
Yeah, yeah, but well, it's a good point. Don't break the laws.
Don't break the
Then,
laws
then,
doing what you
then you're
want to
gonna end,
do.
yeah, you might end up in jail. Then you fucked your life over. So
Yeah, you would have fucked your own life over big time.
no problem. We
Ah,
cannot be you cannot be trusted life though. Yes,
no,
that's for sure.
no, we cannot.
Yeah,
We'll get there. We'll build to that.
yeah, but I don't believe he will edit this. It will be like straightforward, right? So
I will
the
I
jokes,
will make sure we are okay here.
the joke remains. The joke remains.
The,
It's a good one.
it is a good joke. It is. No one
Yeah,
needs to know what it is. It just is. No one
yeah,
needs to know why.
yeah. Let's not say it. Let's say it's moment of love in a harsh situation. That's a good
Yeah,
way to explain it.
that's fair.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's love in that too, right? Hate and love, they're all step
They're all born
from
of
one
the
another.
same. Yeah.
Yeah, uh,
Shit.
to Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it not be good.
Mm, oh fuck! I hope he doesn't come at me because
What
like not
Tyson?
good. Yeah, like I think he will rip my head off my head with one punch.
He still moves around pretty good. You see, he's recently, no, it might be a month or two ago, he had put a bunch of videos up on Instagram and
I saw,
Facebook and
I
stuff, and
saw.
he can still move, can't he?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, that's he trained his whole life. He does have the moves
He's
in there.
still got it, yeah.
If he gets to any of normal human being, he will kill for sure.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
with his hands, yeah. Uh, it's little. He's a little person. He the fights at his prime were actually really fast, right? Because it was one. He was the one man, the real life one man punch.
Yeah, yeah.
He
It's
just dodged it and boom, and it's over. 10 seconds of a
it's
fight.
funny. I've never seen any actual boxing that doesn't have him in it. The only boxing I've ever seen is being Tyson fights,
Oh, cool.
and that the Conor McGregor one.
Oh,
What
yeah,
was
that
that?
was like,
Was that McGregor and Mayweather?
yeah, it's like, yeah, yeah. You
That's
should.
yeah.
That were for money. Well, fight for
Oh,
money. Yeah.
they both done okay out of that, didn't they?
Oh, sure. Financially, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, oh.
No wonder McGregor's retired from the UFC already.
Oh, he did retire after that.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not following
retired
anymore.
now.
I'm not following these events anymore because they became too commercial. Back then, when I was playing Carmageddon, and when I was like 9,
Yeah.
13, we had like Pride. Do you remember Pride
Yep.
from Japan? It was extremely violent. They had a move called soccer kick to the head when the guy was in the
Yeah.
ground and the other guy came in, boom, give him a kick in the head, soccer
Yeah.
kick to the head. It was like a official move, like, oh, he did a soccer kick to the head,
Yeah.
and and you can like step on the other guy's face, and that was the real deal, man. That was awesome, and it was an event when it happened. It was occasionally. Also, UFC had less rules, but now it's every Saturday night, I guess. I'm not following anymore, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
So,
I don't follow too much.
so
It's pretty regular though.
yeah, we get more lame fights, like average fights. We're not much in it, like
Yeah.
just two guys doing the technical things. Nobody's doing anything different.
Yeah,
So
unless someone's getting their face like brutally punched in, it's almost no different to watching wrestling these days, is it?
yeah, like one cool fight, though, that the guy that lost was a Brazilian, Jose Aldo, was Jose Aldo against Conor McGregor. It was a one man punch fight because Jose Aldo entered with his hands down,
Yeah.
so he didn't block the other punch, Conor McGregor's punch, and he blacked out in like I think it's less
I
than
think
five
I,
seconds.
I think I seen.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was unfair, but it's fair because he nailed it.
Yeah.
Conor nailed it. And another good fight I remember is a girls' fight. Um, Honda Honda Housing, right? Against
Holly Holmes.
Ho- Holly Holmes, and he did like refined boxing. Like she humiliated. That's not a good word, but
Wasn't
she
that
was.
that was here in Australia, I think.
Yeah, right. Oh, she's Australian. Is she
No, no,
Australian?
you're saying the Holly Holmes versus Ronda
Holly
Rousey
Holmes.
fight?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think that was here in Australia, in
Oh, cool.
Melbourne.
I didn't know that. That's one of my favorite fights
I think that
because
was Ronda's first loss.
yes,
Yeah,
she in the end she got a kick in the face and blacked out. But
yeah,
during the whole fight, Holly Holmes is doing refined boxing,
yeah.
controlling the distance, and making Honda like go straight at her and like how do you say on Spain that the guys with the bow doing like
Oh,
that. Uh,
the Salvador's. Is that what it is? Salvador? No, Luke.
I don't know
No.
in English. But you know what I mean.
I
Like
know what
they
you
do
mean.
this,
Yeah, yeah,
and the
yeah,
bull come at them. It's a term in boxing. Like you do that to the opponent, and she does that all the time in the fight.
yeah.
So that's some really good boxing right there. And it's a female fight, so it's curious that one of my favorite fights is from a female fight. And the other one that I really like, it's from that guy that was from WWE.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar against I will forgot the name of the opponent, but the guy won him in the first fight with a knee lock or something. It was a really stupid way to lose. Like they fall
Yeah,
on the ground and then
yeah,
he got the leg. And he said in the interview, like in the prequels of the second fight, that Brock Lesnar punched like a baby or something
yeah,
when in ground and pound.
yeah,
So what Brock Lesnar did was he did a choke on
yeah,
him and kept punching him in the ground during the
yeah,
whole fight. During the whole fight, that's all. That's the whole fight. 2 rounds, I guess.
yeah,
The whole fight of him with a choke, a neck choke. I don't know how to say in English, but and punching him and showing to him that his ground and pound is not a baby ground and pound
yeah, yeah,
because his face came out like destroyed.
yeah.
Oh, that fight is so cool, man.
Yeah, the
So
Lesnar knows how to throw a fist in that cage, doesn't he?
Lesnar is a fucking it's
Yeah.
a cool fighter.
Yeah, I never watched UFC. I didn't even know what it was until I don't know when, but I watched the Brock Lesnar fights, having known who he was from the WWE.
Mhm.
That's what sort of got me into a little bit the UFC, just watching him wreck shit in there. He knows how to
Yeah,
get it done.
those times were still good, but he retired. Also,
Yeah,
another cool guy was Cain Velasquez, good
yeah,
boxing guy who destroyed our fighter here from Brazil, Junior dos Santos. I don't remember his name now. I'm forgetting a lot of things now. I think I'm getting Alzheimer or something.
yeah,
But um, Cigano, I guess. I don't remember. He just destroyed him. But and another cool fight to watch from the old days is Randy Couture against Rodrigo Minotauro. This one is like a video game because one of them don't die and the other one don't black out.
yeah,
So the guy, Randy Couture black out and come back up, and Minotauro like just give some glitches when he just
yeah,
get a
yeah,
good punch. So it's a immortal person with a Superman. I don't know.
yeah.
So that's the whole fight. It's a good one. It's a good one to watch. This is my
That's
favorite.
funny.
Those are my favorite, and
Yeah,
we don't see that anymore. So that's why it's lame now.
yeah. I can't get into it. It's a bit too soft and like
Yeah,
I watch wrestling, which is some people will say is sad, and I'm saying the UFC is not as exciting, but
yeah,
they just
yeah.
cuddle up around. At least in wrestling, they throw each other around.
It's more
Yeah,
more plastic to see to
yeah,
watch.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, probably there are good fights, but since I'm not watching anymore and
yeah. I'm
following,
sure if we both watched it
I'm
all the time, we'd find some stuff that was
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
We
yeah.
just don't hear about it.
Certainly. But most of them are less appealing uh, as those I mentioned that are from
Yeah,
way back. So, especially the Pride ones that we had the soccer kick to the head. That's so insane. Like this is a proper move, the official move
Yeah,
to kick
that's
someone
crazy.
that is fallen.
Like that
Uh,
could kill someone.
yes, yes,
Like
a
it's
technical soccer kick to the head. What the hell, man? Come on.
it's
You
so
guys, are
brutal.
you? And they claim that video games that make people violent. So,
Yeah.
uh, not that this does too. Don't think it
No.
does, but
No, but that's a
yeah,
bit more real, isn't it? Soccer kicking
yeah.
someone in the face while they're down.
Yeah. But yeah, it's important to mention that it's a good thing to put kids on it. Any fighting, a good one, of course. Fighting class or something. Jiu-jitsu will be a good one to start. I don't know if you ever thought about that. You have two boys, right?
Yes, two boys. I haven't thought about what fight club I'm going to put them in just yet.
Well, man, jiu-jitsu is a good way to start because doesn't have punches or things that they may come back with bruises in their
Yeah,
faces, like Muay Thai or boxing.
they've got enough from
And
what they do to each other anyway.
yeah, and then maybe you can stop the punching because now they're gonna fight jiu-jitsu,
Yeah, they're
against
going to
each
be
other.
doing backflips and stuff all through the lounge.
Yeah, maybe choking around or maybe breaking the other one's arm, but
Yeah,
solvable
yeah,
stuff.
that's all good.
But it's good to because of the discipline that you learn and the like overcoming difficulties.
Yeah,
Because especially in jiu-jitsu, you actually fight in full throttle because you can, since you don't have punches and kicks, you can actually go for the choke and the guys will tap out and it's
yeah,
done. So I would advise any parent that is hearing this, the first good class to put your kids in is jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, right? And because it's at the same time it's harsh, it's difficult, and it does have a certain violence, but at the same time it is not because it doesn't have punches and etc. It's a really strategic fighting technique. It's like a chess match. Actually, a fight is a chess match, but in jiu-jitsu case, since it is in a slower pace, it's more
calculated.
strat- calculated. Yes, you maybe give your arm to get something after that, out of that. So
Yeah.
it's a good one. You should try it out with your older son. See if he likes it.
The 4-year-old would love some jujitsu. He just
Oh
loves
yeah, I don't
running
know.
around causing mayhem.
Yeah, I don't know how age you should start. You should look that up, but
I don't know.
it's a
I
good one.
think because we used to do what do we? Me and my brother. I think it was just karate when we were
Yeah,
10 or 11 or so. I think there were kids younger than us, so maybe it's around 10. I don't know.
yeah. Well, I can't say much about karate. I never done it. My associate does. He does or did, or he does karate, and I can't say much about it because I don't know.
So
Never done it. But jujitsu, I'm saying about jujitsu because I've done it
yeah,
before getting into boxing. I've done it for a long period of time, and it's also a good self-defense. All girls that were dragged to the woods, and the girl knew jiu-jitsu, and she destroyed
yeah.
the guy, and fuck him, yeah,
Well, a lot of
deserved it.
schools, probably even over there for you. I know in New Zealand they do self-defense stuff for the girls where they do stuff like jujitsu and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, not everything you learn in the jiu-jitsu specifically as a sport will
Yeah,
work on the streets, of course.
no,
Same as boxing, same as everything else.
yeah,
But some elements will help you for sure, like defending to be drop down the floor or dropping the other guy in the floor and saying, "Hey, man, come on, I don't want to fight."
yeah,
The guy is in the floor and seeing that you're not doing anything. Maybe you stop the fight because the goal of self defense is to stop the aggression.
yeah,
If the ultimate will be killing the opponent, but
yeah. We're not looking for
if
a
you can stop,
fatality.
yeah. But if you're looking for stop the aggression, running is always an option too because fighting is not pretty in the streets at all. So even especially against a robber or something like that. Running is a strategy to of a fight as well.
There's nothing
smartphone.
wrong with running away to fight another day, is there?
No, unless it's your first day at school and the bully comes at you, punch him right in the
Yeah,
nose.
standy
Right in the
ground.
nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the nose. And if you break your hand, and even if he gives you a beating after that, at least he will know he will get a punch in his nose the
Yeah,
next time
yeah.
he gets at you. So punch him in the nose, dudes. Kids, punch the bully in the nose. The nose hurts like hell. You don't have to black the guy out. Just aim for the nose.
We're
A
making
tip from
terrible posters here.
huh?
We're
What?
making terrible posters for kids.
Yeah, man. I think you're gonna have to delete the whole video and we'll make it. But that will be fake. Like this is who we are. So
That's right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're joking. Everybody knows that.
No, no, no. I was not. Punch him them in the
Oh yeah,
nose.
no, I'm
Nose is
down. I'm down for that too. That's yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know you have to have guts for it. I didn't did it when I was younger. I had a lot of afraid of fighting, and maybe that's why I got into boxing to test myself.
Yeah,
And ended up being punched a lot by Igor from the Cruz Brothers
yeah.
game. And he does have a heavy hand, so it hurts. So I know that if you punch the guy in the nose, it will solve. Maybe the guy will stop
Maybe.
the bullying right there. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Another place. Sorry,
you
sorry.
go.
I was gonna teach the kids that are hearing us because we are on a lower rating content, right? I was going to
Sure.
teach them another bad thing. Please, please
Do it.
don't allow me to. Please
Let's
go
teach
go.
them. Let's teach them. Go for it.
No, I was gonna say
Unfiltered, uncensored.
uh, I was gonna say either the nose or the throat, but in the throat you may kill the opponent. So
Yeah.
it's your last. If you need to kill, throat. If you want to stop, nose. That's it.
That can go.
Yeah,
That can go on a poster because it gives kids a
yeah,
choice.
yeah.
Free
Oh, you can
will.
also aim for here for this area, and that this is probably a blackout. Avoid this area. This is hard. Like this, you break your hand,
Yeah.
probably break your hand, and you give him a black eye. But this is a blackout here, right here, and here's a blackout. But rather to aim here, so if you miss here, it will get here. You know. And this is skill, and this is pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of anything worse than being hit in the throat right now. Just
Yeah,
thinking about
yeah,
that. The
yeah.
Adam's apple just shattering.
Yeah, and imagine like your hand with like the knuckles. If you do it right, you're gonna kill the person. So
Or an awesome
that did.
DCF ring right through the jugular.
Yeah, yeah. And you can like be the phantom and keep
Yeah.
the skull in there.
Yeah.
You be like the superhero of the city, the guy who killed the smuggler.
Yeah. Oh, God. I was going to say before, you've been punched by a cruise brother. Have you been punched by both?
By birth? I
By
didn't. Sorry, I
both.
didn't.
Both cruise brothers.
Oh yes, Felipe and Marcus didn't have a sparring partner for them in when they came to train where we had our lessons. So since I were the biggest guy, ended up to me to do
Yeah.
to get the beating because it was a beating.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was cool because made everybody else look like a toddler when I fought them because nobody punched harder than Igor in the gym. So
Yeah.
like, okay, after him, you guys, I said, you guys like, okay, punch me in the face so I can punch you back. So because you, when you punch, you lose your hand, right? And then you
Yes.
open your face.
Yeah.
So, but it was intense. Some days I was like, I didn't want to do it because it hurts.
Yeah, I bet.
But I had to because he said, okay, you're gonna fight Igor today. And I was like, oh fuck, man. But sometimes I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I was right on it. And we had a good, cool fight. I got my ass beaten, but it
No
was
shame
cool.
in
It was
that.
cool. No, he's like the uh, Brazilian champion, vice
Yeah.
champion. That should be the champion because they kind of stole in the fight.
Yeah.
So, so he's the professional. I'm the one who's supposed to get the beating.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's right.
And Felipe, he's smaller than his brother, but he's really fast.
Yeah.
and so he got me anyways. So, but we did. There's something you do to train that is called Combat School. No wonder the DLC is named Combat School
Yes.
Edition.
Yes.
And then you program what you're going to do. Like for instance, Felipe is going to throw me a jab. No, I'm going to draw the jab on Felipe, and he's gonna dodge and counter in my liver or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that. So I do actually throw the jab so he can train
Yeah.
the defense, and he will actually punch me in the liver, so it will hurt like hell.
That'll
But
be nice.
yeah, but I mean, it's not a fight. You know what's happening. It's just
Yeah.
for him to memorize have the muscular memory of the movements.
Yeah.
So when in the fights when it happens, he does it fast, like he doesn't have to think to do it.
Yeah.
And this actually works. There was a time when we the amateurs did that with Marcus when he was in it, uh, extending the class and doing the combat school with us. And when we did sparring sessions, the moves that we trained repetitively. That's correct, right? You did like that, like to dodge
Yeah.
a straight punch is something more difficult than to dodge a jab. And since we trained that a lot, it's like, whoa, we're really fast, and it works. It's really cool. So that's how I got bitten by the Cruz brothers in real life.
That's still pretty cool
And
story though.
yeah, yeah. There is one more entertaining that uh, I had a games ruin my life. Making games, my personal life is shredded, but I love, but I
Worth it.
fucking love it. Worth it, fucking worth it. And the first things that happened was that I had a girlfriend, and I'm single now, so you can figure that out.
Yeah.
And in that time, I was really furious and mad at the world. So every time after the boxing class, I call out guys to like, hey, let's do some sparring. Let's do some sparring. But I'm like really heavy, I'm like more than 100 kilos. Even now, I'm like really fat. But way back then, I was a
Sure
little
about that.
thinner, but I was still really heavy, and it's not good. Even if I hold my hands when punching, I'm heavy. So the weight. That's why there are weight classes
Yeah.
in the fighting professional fighting.
So what does that make you, a heavyweight? Heavyweight category?
Yes, yes, I will be a heavyweight.
Heavyweight
But
champion.
not champion. They never actually fought, but in the gym. So nobody wanted to do it, but sometimes they came and okay, let's go. And I was super annoying because I was doing that every day, and people were like getting sick of me doing that. And one day, Marcus came with Igor. He wasn't training there in that time, so he appeared with Igor and said to me, Andre, today you're going to have your sparring session that you wanted so badly. So I got and the guys that were I was calling out for during the whole month
Yeah.
were there, and I got my ass kicked. So for honor, because I kept calling them out, I got like sequence of punches, and I was humiliated. I ran it straight back in front of him and guarded up like, you're still going, man.
Yeah.
Bring some more, because like I owe it to that guys to see having me getting my ass whooped. So this was a funny story. Uh, and after you get so much punches, it's like I think it's like snorting cocaine. You become like really crazy. I think it's the adrenaline, right?
Yeah.
And then I left that day like super like I drunk the whole bottle of that thing you have on your desk.
Yeah. Of Mummy.
Yeah.
Sponsorship
Uh,
available.
oh yeah. If you can't be punched by a professional, just drink. What's the name of it?
Mother.
Wolf.
Mother.
Mother. Mother. Oh, mommy. Okay.
Yeah, well, don't say mummy. I'm not saying walking around here saying I'm drinking mummies all day.
but You should try that out when someone asks you, "What's your drink?" Mamis, and then show
Yeah.
the bottle and see what happens.
God. Well,
Oh,
that's a pretty funny story though.
yeah,
Got your ass beat
by
by a champion though.
yeah, that's a character on a game. That is really cool, man.
Is that
And
is did were you doing this before or after the Cruz Brothers game?
I think that was during yeah during
During,
that.
during.
I mean, I said the relationship was affected by the game developing.
Yeah,
No fault on her because yes, it does affect your personal life. If you want to do it, what I've done, that is to start your own company. But I think that goes to any businesses. If you want to start your own business, get ready for hell, man, because it's coming.
yeah,
And uh, and games have the special a special element of being a game project, which is gigantic. So, but was during that the period we were already doing the game. Yeah,
yeah. That's cool.
yeah, really cool. Uh, it was like the creation of the game was really spontaneous. It was not something like thought about marketing day or I don't know. I was just training boxing and I wanted to do a fighting game about boxing. And then what about having the guys as characters? Marcus is well known here in Brazil, and Felipe has all the titles in
Yeah,
his weight class in MMA. So it was cool. So it was cool to do that with them. I think it was the right move to do with them. I heard some quote unquote friends say that I shouldn't link your company to the fighting for why reason,
why not?
and yeah, that was my counter argument. It was like, dude, you're creating that out of your head.
Yeah,
Tell me where the source of your information, your exclusive information you have about the game industry. You have so much. Tell me more about that. Have you heard about Mortal Kombat? Because he was saying about linking on violence and stuff. Fucking retarded guy. I want to give him a slap in the face up to this day. Yeah, fucking idiot. If he sees this, he will know it's him. Yeah.
I'm
Oh
sure he'll see
fucker.
your name and he'll be clicking on that video straight away to watch this.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
well,
crazy.
as you get older in life, you have less friends over time because you start to filter more.
I've had
It's
one friend for 18 years and I'm okay with that. I made peace with that back when I was
oh, once
13,
you have one
12.
friend.
I got one friend.
Is is the one you made the music for?
The one I made the two diss tracks for. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
I know what you're saying. I just started that from a very young age.
Okay, you just yeah you started earlier.
I started
Yeah,
earlier. Yeah.
yeah. To go to those places, I shouldn't have been even bothered to go
Yeah.
there. So
Curious mind, an
yeah,
explorer.
teenager mind that accepts that feels that if you don't belong, you should go. Yeah, that I think that's what happens
Yeah.
when you get this group mentality. Like it feels like you're missing out. You're not.
Yeah. Yeah, you're really not.
You're missing out. You're missing your favorite Netflix series for sure.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what you're
right.
missing.
Yeah, both of our teenage years would be very different living now, wouldn't it? Full of
Yeah,
social
no.
media and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, yeah. I can't even imagine how it will be with this technology. So young kids today, kids, I mean teenagers and young adults, they probably have a different experience from us. That's for sure.
Yeah, so you could like yours and mine would be worlds apart too. And then like I think
Yeah,
of my kids 10 years from now when they're 12 and 14, like they'll be doing so much more different shit than I was at 12 or 14.
yeah, yeah. We can do nothing about that because the world evolves and change it. and it won't come back. So, well, actually, actually, things come back, right? They're kind of
Like a loop.
tendencies, like in a loop. Tendencies tend to come back. So maybe I don't know. Just guessing. Maybe they be different. They don't use too much social media because they, for some reason, that became a bad thing instead of a quote good one. It's good and it's bad depending on how you use it, right?
It depends what happens when Elon Musk goes and puts those chips in people's heads instead of that pig or whatever it was he demonstrated on today.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He
He did
done,
a
done a live
he-
test with some sort of chip.
inside of a pig
It was
mind.
inside of a pig, I believe. Yeah.
And what the chip did, it did control the pig.
I don't think it worked quite like a remote controlled car where you have the it wasn't quite like that. I'm not sure of the outcome, but maybe you're right. Maybe 10 years from now, social media will be almost outlawed or just die down.
Yeah, or maybe people will learn how to use it properly, not showing a face
They're
every day
certainly
like
not. Yeah, yeah.
because
A picture of
like
a picture of
yeah.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and 1,000 pictures of your own fucking face. What the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah, I don't think social media is going to be figured out in probably our time to use
n-
responsibly.
no, no, no. Your kids are the hope for the future, and maybe my nieces that they are really young. They have time to learn from the mistakes of their past.
One
Uh,
of mine tries to stack a square onto a circle, so hopefully the future's a little bit brighter than that.
Uh, well, maybe if you show them the shit is that they will have friends and the friends will influence them,
That's
and
right.
they
You lose your
will end up
control at some point. I'll just make
yeah,
sure they
yeah.
grow up playing Cruise Brothers so they know how to defend themselves in the
Mhm.
street.
I'm not sure if that's a good influence, but it's
That's
not
one
that
thing.
violent.
No,
That's not that violent. The
no.
game, the rating is high because of the cursing in the story mode. Yeah,
Yeah.
not due to the violence.
That's one thing I wish I. That's one thing I would trade from my childhood for their childhood is the amount and types of games that they'll have to play 10 years from now. It'll be amazing compared to what
The
I
amount
have.
of time.
The amount
Oh,
of games and the types
yeah,
of
oh, yeah.
games.
The types of game would be yeah, but well, maybe like today we have like a retro vibe coming back, so maybe
Yeah, it
they will
really is.
they will play will able to play everything because there will be everything available for them. I don't know, we cannot not predict that much, but
No.
we can see that's the thing about the waves coming back. We
Yeah.
have retro games like what was the last game remade
What do you
the
mean,
so
like Crash Bandicoot and stuff?
Crash Bandicoot and the other
Spyro,
Battletoads.
Battletoads. Yeah.
Battletoads, yeah. So ideas are atemporal. They exist forever. Just look at the Joker and the Batman. They've been here around for like so much time. We don't. I think they were born in the 60s, right?
Yes, 60s I think was
And
Batman.
the characters evolved and the media evolved and we had the Joker movie last year or it
Yeah,
was
last year.
this year,
Last year.
last year, right? Yeah, the guy he got an Oscar, so
He did.
uh,
He did.
yeah, properly because it was amazing. And so maybe your kids will be playing Cruz Brothers 100,000 and Mortal Kombat 1 billion, right?
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
game, same
yeah,
games.
yeah. And there'll just be a new skin pack on Fortnite. It'll still be going strong.
Yeah, and Epic will be fighting Apple still.
Yeah,
Like they're fighting.
God, that's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Oh
insane.
man. Well, leave that to the big dogs. I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, yeah, it's not for us to
Especially
touch.
because especially because we are not on the mobile market, so I don't have much to contribute to the topic.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it's an interesting one. And there'll be
yeah.
the, yeah, Call of Duty 900,000.
Judy 900,000 was that?
Call of Duty 900,000.
Oh, Call of Duty. Okay, yeah.
It'll be the
Yeah,
same faithful shit.
yeah, the same thing. Because
Yeah,
people, when you get too big, you risk less. So you rather to
stick to what you know.
bet on the betting the horse that it's already winning instead of
Yeah,
raising a new one. That is why indies are kind of not, I wouldn't say the golden eggs of the industry, but something that works in the
that
industry,
yeah,
even though we have so realistic games, because we bring up new concepts and ideas that bigger companies won't try it out. So
that's
that,
definitely something I
yeah,
love most about indie games. Which, if I wasn't into the achievement hunting stuff on Xbox, like just playing random games for Gamerscore, I wouldn't have stumbled across half the indie stuff I have. That is
yeah,
just so much better than the same first person shooter just with a different coat of paint on it every year.
yeah,
Just the
yeah,
indie stuff, so much, yeah, so much more creative most of the time.
yeah. Yeah, but it's mainly because of the business proposal, I guess. I guess no, I think it is because since we have a lower investment, our risk is lower, so we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
risk more, and then the chances of success is lower as well, because even if you bring a new idea, the fact that it's new, maybe people don't accept it as
yeah.
much because it's different as of what they are used to.
Which
Like
is crazy, isn't it? You'd think everybody would want to try new stuff all the time.
what humans are averse of changes. We That's
Yeah,
how we are built. So yeah, unfortunately, but you have. I think to make something new work, you have to keep pushing forward. So you need money for that.
yeah,
So then you get the problems, and that's why you have Mortal Kombat 11 now instead
yeah,
of a new title. They bet on Injustice, which is really cool, but they could have made many different games, but they kept on.
yeah,
Well, I'm a fan, so I have the game, but
yeah,
saying well, is that topic? They could have a new fighting title, but they don't. They have the Mortal Kombat,
yeah,
so
yeah,
we still have Scorpion, Liu Kang, Sub Zero,
yeah,
and etc. Which is awesome because I'm a fan, as I said. So don't
yes.
get me wrong, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you'll be excited then for the Mortal Kombat movie. I'm sure you're aware of that.
Oh yes, I am very excited for that. Yes, yes, I'm very high expectations. Major is major, right? It's
Yeah.
18
I think they were
rating.
filming it here before all the COVID
Really,
stuff went on, I'm sure. Or they were at least partially filming in Australia, yeah.
for sure, because there is where all the deadliest people things on Earth are living
Yeah,
in.
that's
So
right.
Mortal Kombat should be filmed
Yeah.
in Australia. Sure.
They needed
Yeah,
to send the actor to get bitten by a real scorpion.
yeah, yeah. uh, if an Australian passed by the movie production, they will be like, "Oh, another just another head chopped off, mate. Let's
Yeah,
go grab a beer."
mate.
That sound accurate.
Yeah,
uh,
shit. Yeah, that's not. And there's that animated one that might already be out. You've probably seen that.
yeah, the Scorpion's tail.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool. It's the story of Mortal Kombat, but by the perspective of Scorpion. So it's really cool. Does have the X-ray stuff and etc.
yeah.
And it's really well made. But if you think about it, they there's a series on Netflix that came out. I think it's Game Over the name or Score something. Just came out. I don't know if it's out
High
on
score?
Australia. High Score, I guess. And there's a
I haven't
chapter about
watched it yet.
the fighting games. Yeah, and the guy one of the guys who created Mortal Kombat with Ed Boon, um, said they there were nobody telling them how to do games back then, so they just did what they thought was right.
Yeah,
And then you see that on Mortal Kombat because you have ninjas, you have robots, you have
yeah. You've got
demons.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like a salad, and then they
yeah,
created a story on that.
yeah.
uh,
Shit.
but it but it's really cool. It's really cool. It's a really cool game that because they were like, we can say they were like indies back when they created the
Yeah,
story, and they had to stick to it because there was burden. The burden was to make many Mortal Kombats.
yeah.
So
Well, they've done all
the
right
nin-
now, haven't they?
yeah, so the ninjas stayed, which is cool, and the
Yeah.
robots stayed, which is cool, and the demons and the etc. So really, really cool. So yeah,
I haven't played a whole lot of Mortal Kombat myself. I played the ones on the Mega Drive, the Sega Mega Drive,
yeah,
and then the next one I played was like 9, 10, and 11. So I've missed out the whole gap from the first one or two.
yeah.
It's just
I guess
crazy
there
to think.
were there were summons in between before the ninth Mortal Kombat that
Yeah,
were people don't like much. I didn't play them much too. I played the Mega Drives and then get back on it on the
yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
yeah,
But back then I played it with my father, and I was like a 7-year-old boy playing Mortal Kombat with my father. That's
yeah. That's the
and we
dream.
did. Yeah, and he did the fatalities. Actually, I exchanged the controls because he didn't know how to play, so I fight as him, so he don't didn't get bored. I didn't want him to leave,
Yeah.
so like I fake it that he was beating me up. I don't know if he knew that was happening or not, but he did the
That's awesome.
fatalities and stuff, and we have a blast. Like, oh, the guy exploded! Hey, come on,
Yeah.
kid, let's go, 7-year-old boy.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. For
uh,
its time, that's the equivalent of me playing Grand Theft Auto now, isn't it? Because Mortal Kombat was. Yeah, you're right. That would have been the most violent thing, other than that one you were talking about before.
yeah, man, but I think that like Mortal Kombat, it's like limited to a situation, and
Yeah, that's right.
Grand Theft Auto, it's maybe
A bit more real.
going, yeah, one step too far, like mass murdering people on the streets and exploding cops.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know, I
I
don't know
always
about that.
I always see in like comments and stuff people asking like why are there no children or dogs or something. I just think no,
What the fuck?
there are
What did you
boundaries,
expect?
aren't there?
There are boundaries. What did you expect? A baby in there? What, are you
Yeah,
crazy?
Jesus. Oh, what's the
Uh,
in that most recent Call of Duty, that Modern Warfare, in the campaign, have you played that at all?
I didn't, but I think I know where you're going at.
Yeah, there's a building with a house that you got to go up layers of stairs, and in one of the rooms there's a woman with a baby.
Oh no, I thought it was another thing. No, I
Ah,
didn't know about that.
no, this, and if you shoot the
You
baby,
can kill the baby.
well, it's like as soon as you pull the trigger, the screen just cuts to black, and you fail the mission,
Mm.
so you don't even see
Oh,
the bullet fly or anything,
okay, okay.
and like it just reloads you to the checkpoint, and if you do it, I think it's two more times. If you do it, it boots you to the home screen, and it gives an error message, or like a message on the screen saying like, seriously, what's wrong with you?
Oh,
Like
cool.
if you do it like two or three times, it sends you to the main menu of the game
What
and has that
what's
message.
wrong with you?
So I'm
Oh,
sure it's
that's a
what's
good
wrong with
match.
you. Yeah, I,
Yeah,
I guess it's interesting. Why would you put the woman in there with the baby, knowing that
people
people are going?
people. Yeah,
It's like you
I
said
will go.
last time when you were
Yeah,
explaining a game. It's like you want someone to walk to a dinner table in the game, for instance, but the player wants to walk around the table.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
analogy you used for me. It's the same here. It's like no one deep down is going to pull that trigger, but in a game, there's people that are going to do
Yeah,
it. And they had to put
like
in a measure for
it,
the people that would
it,
do it three times in a row.
it's there, right? So people will try it out.
People will try it. Yeah.
On, on Last of Us, when I was playing with Abby the first time, there's a part where Joe's not boyfriend, Joe's brother throws
Yes.
a molotov on the zombies, and the first
Oh,
time
yeah,
I
yeah,
missed
yeah.
it, and I run straight to it, and she burned it funny, and then run a couple more just to see how
Yeah,
she
yeah.
burned it. She burned it funny, like oh my god! Yeah. That's the
Psycho.
kind of freedom. That's the kind of freedom you want in the game, like to
Yeah, that's right.
But baby, no, baby, no. It's one step too far. Maybe 10,000 steps too far. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a game that was banished from Steam that had like a baby sacrifice in hell or something like
Oh,
that. Yes, I
Jesus.
remember that. I remember to see the video on YouTube and the guy that had to blur the image because it was too much. So it
Oh,
was
yeah,
like the,
that's
you
mental.
are in hell, and in hell there's a hell baby and something. The guy is with a knife and the baby. And, man, too much, too much. You have to know that there's a limit, and that's why we work in a team here. So people pull me back from my ideas. Like, no,
Yeah,
you're
settle
going too
down.
far.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah, gonna cut that one
so
out.
you don't get too familiar with the concept just on your own. You have outside eyes look in and say, "Don't do that."
Yeah, no, it was a joke, but we work on the creation process. We work really collaborative,
Yeah,
so everyone has an opinion. We are now starting to use more of the Discord, sending some. We just started doing that. We send some images of the soldiers of the Bunny Battle game
yeah,
for you guys
to
to
vote
vote. You
on.
saw that,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was good.
and but to get to that concept of having those guys in there, we I think it was like for a whole year of discussion, not discussing that every day, but like having ideas and say, hey guys, how about this, how about that, and someone says something that changes the whole scenario. And so you cannot say it was created by one guy, like it's
Yeah,
something that were created by the DCF Studios. It may have been written by a person,
yeah,
the dialogues, and had a guy correcting or improving the ways of speaking in English.
yeah,
Since we are Brazilians, we needed someone to, even if it was in Portuguese, we will need someone to check for mistakes
yeah.
and
To
proper
proofread
ways.
it in.
Proofread, yes. I always forget the term. I was hoping you'd say that.
I
To
I was
proofread
trying to
the
think
script.
of it. I forgot what it was
Yeah.
called. Yeah.
I learned that the name of this person is the script doctor. At least is how the Gabriel who did that requested
Yeah,
us
I've heard
to
that term. Yeah.
credit him. Yeah, and he made like for example, we just finished this Tony and Clyde story, and it's really crazy. It definitely is not what you were expecting to be,
Well,
which is
that's
cool.
good. That's good. Yes.
Yeah,
We want
and
surprise.
he did like we wanted Tony to be like kind of a Texan accent, so he took the lines we wrote and made it more towards that. He has a knowledge about regions in the
Yeah.
U.S. His wife is American and he's Brazilian, and so he has this knowledge. I don't know where it comes from, but he does have a deep knowledge about regions and languages and etc.
Yeah.
So he script that was already, I will say good, but you guys should say it when you play it. It was already good. He made it really special
Yeah.
because it's the small flavors,
The tiniest things
this
that make the massive
kind of,
difference.
yes, yes. So I won't say anything because you probably played the game, but
I will definitely play
the-
the game. Don't worry about that.
he added a lot of flavor to the script. So it's really
That's cool.
so it's really collaborative process to create a story and a game. That's one of the benefits of being indie developers, because in a bigger company it's like you have these tasks, just do it.
Yeah.
Someone done that before, sure, not the guy who does it. Someone done that before and already approved the concept, and now it's frozen and just
Yeah.
repeat and complete.
Yeah. You got far
uh,
more creative freedom.
yes, and we can change things way ahead
Or
in
way
the
later
program.
if you want, couldn't you?
Way later.
Whatever you
That what
want.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's really cool because we want to deliver the best product possible in the end,
Have
the
you
best game.
have you had much feedback from the Indie Expo?
Yes, and unfortunately they were positive, so we are now
Yeah, see,
wondering.
that's you
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
thought I was just blowing smoke up your ass when I said it was pretty good and
Oh,
it's
don't blow nothing in my ass, please, man.
yeah.
That sounds like it hurts.
But you see what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, no,
it's
but
just fun. It's good.
we wanted to have more critics or feedbacks because we wanted to improve the game. But I guess we are so traumatized for when Cruz Brothers were released,
Yeah,
and we had such a massive rage on it because the combat community is really critic, and now I know why, and now I know better. So that's why we updated to the
yeah,
combat school edition to make it a little bit better, but we can improve it forever. So
yeah,
it's something that we are maybe coming back to Cruz Brothers after the release of Bunny Battle Nemesis. Our game designer, now we have a game designer making the studies specifically for mechanics. So he's with a PS4 now, just playing the game to
yeah,
create fighting moves to Bunny Battle and to study Cruz Brothers and what we can improve in
yeah,
it. Since he just got in the company, so he will have like an outsider's eye
yeah,
to
yeah,
the game that will help us to improve it.
yeah.
So
That's cool.
we will either use that study of him to improve the Cruz Brothers or create a new title about the Pride Fist specifically,
Yeah,
which I believe it's what we're going to aim at because in that concept we have so much freedom to create anything
yeah.
like Mortal Kombat we
More
just
Mortal
spoke about.
Kombat, like, yeah,
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 yeah, more
crazy
like
outfits, crazy stages.
anything we want. We have you know the
Yeah,
DCFU
you can
story,
do
so
whatever.
you know what where we can go with that.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. I don't even know why we were talking about this. I forgot how we came to this
Oh,
topic.
I asked about feedback for the Tony and
Oh yeah,
Clyde
for
Indie
Tony and Clyde.
Expo,
Yeah,
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 and
yeah, yeah,
you're kind of disappointed that it's overwhelmingly positive.
yeah, yeah. But I told especially my associate wife who is the level designer. I told her no, you don't get too attached to those comments
Yeah.
because that's a indie community, so they understand. Wait when we release it on console, then hell will come
And
to
then you
earth,
get
and
the yeah.
then you will get the pain. And she's not allowed to reply to anyone. I'm the one who does that because I've already overcome the pain of being criticized or maybe uh, having a rage video on the game.
Yeah. You're a
And
bit more conditioned to handle it now. You're ready
yeah,
for it.
she's not ready. I know that because the way I replied to there is one video that did critics to Tony and Clyde, and she wanted to do something. I said, "Oh, see, that's why you're not ready yet." And I joked with the guy, and we had some fun in the topics on the
Yeah.
YouTube. That was it. I told him to play the update. We did an update on the game. I don't know if you downloaded it again,
I've
but
the most recent one I got was it would have been nearly 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago or something. I updated it.
the animations are improved, right? Yeah, walking animations. Did you
Yeah, the
notice that?
walking smoother, the
Oh,
walking. Yeah,
it's the newest one.
I just jump back on
And
there every couple of days and make sure I've got the
yeah,
latest.
but yeah, I think we'll cease on that version, the updates,
Yeah,
and from now on, everything is going to be added. Will be for the console versions,
yeah.
and therefore the final versions. We added a knife attack, which is really cool. When you get near the opponent instead of shooting,
I read
he
that.
does that.
I haven't checked that out yet, but I read about it in the Discord. I think it was.
Yeah, but though that's not in the demo on the
It's
indie
not
aspect.
in there yet.
That's only for the final version now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
But
sounds cool.
the video on Discord is the physics is not quite accurate, right? He does a punch and
It's
the guys fly out of the screen like he's uh,
yeah,
like he's Super Saiyajin, but
yeah.
Super Saiyan, right? In English.
Super Saiyan, yeah. Like Super Saiyan, like yeah. I was gonna grab that, but he's stuck Got a Majin
Oh,
Vegeta.
you have a
He's
okay.
stuck. I've got his feet stuck to the thing.
Yes,
Like that.
Majin Buu Vegeta.
Majin Vegeta. Yes.
Yeah,
A
Super
must
Saiyan
have.
Majin. Buu. I must have for sure.
Must have. Definitely. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, well, that's good that it's been mostly positive then. Even though you were hoping for more criticism, it's not a bad thing that it's
Well, yeah.
positive.
I don't know because now we don't know. We're not sure. But yeah, well, I think it shows it is going in the right direction,
Yeah.
and especially when we add the story, which is the final layer on this cake. And I hope you guys really enjoy that. We took a lot of effort just to create to get to a point where the story was like, okay, now this is good,
Yeah.
and I can't say anything about it because it will ruin the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I hope it get you guys surprised
Oh,
by the
look at
finish. And
that. Look at that.
hello,
Andre says hello.
hi.
That's
O- okay, you got that happens when you do home at work. I'm surprised that my grandmother didn't come here yet to say something.
yeah. uh, um,
All right, man. I guess she wants to.
no,
We
I,
can.
I, I don't know what you wanted.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Let's wrap this up. I guess so.
We have
Uh,
covered some
we have.
serious ground again, and we talked about some
Yeah.
random bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of nasty shit. But I said to my team, I'm going to go full throttle now. I don't give a fuck. We didn't did any bad comment. I mean,
No.
like kill this, kill that, like hate speech. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
not yet, anyway. Next time on the live one.
No, no, we are against that, man. Come on,
We are absolutely, that's right. We don't agree with
everybody
that.
should be treated properly. And well, one thing I don't like to get into that topic, but one thing curious is that in our games, the most important characters are black characters. Yeah, Clyde is important in the universe, and if I say some more, it will be like spoiler. But the Cruz brothers, they're also
Oh, yeah.
black dark skin characters. So, and we didn't ever like advertise it as that as such.
Yeah.
It's just a
Just happened to
natural.
be, yeah, from each of
Yeah,
those. Yeah.
that's that's the story. Like in Nemesis, all the characters are female warriors, but it's not like trying to indulge female power. It's just naturally
Yeah.
there.
So it's something
They-
that with the mainstream ones struggles with. Like I'm sure you will have heard the like the stuff with Assassin's Creed where like Cassandra in the most recent Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the one in Greece, she was going to be
Mhm.
the only protagonist, but female leads don't sell games sort of
Well,
situation, and there's two all of a sudden. I love female
yeah,
led games.
yeah. I'm
I
a
think they're great.
female character in GTA Online. I'm a nasty one.
See, I
Don't
I always
don't cross with me in that game. I'll kill you.
like on the Pokemon games on the Game Boys and Nintendo and stuff, I always pick the female. I always pick the female options. And it's
Yeah,
like
it's
if
cool. I
you
have a female warrior.
you will have heard of Control from Remedy.
Control? No, no, I
Control.
haven't heard that.
Um, okay. Well, that's a awesome one with a female lead.
Yeah, well, Last of Us is
Oh,
pure female
Last
lead,
of Us, yeah. You just don't see enough
and
of it.
makes sense. Like I heard some people say that like Ellie is really thin, so she couldn't fight against those guys. But wait a second, my friend. She's not throwing punches.
Yeah,
She does have a knife.
she's throwing bullets
She,
and knives and yeah,
she does have a knife, and she damn knows how to use it. So yeah, she's gonna kill you if
yeah.
she wants to.
And then you've got
And the other
Abby. Abby is built to just wreck
Abby,
a cruise
it's a
brother.
Abby's a bodybuilder. Okay, a bodybuilder in the post-apocalyptic world would be quite difficult to have because of the food
Yeah,
the lack of food and
scarcity.
scarcity. But other than that, she will probably beat my ass. So
Yeah, that's right. And
because she's
survival of the
gigantic.
fittest. Yeah.
Yeah, uh, she's gigantic. So yeah,
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah,
Makes sense
that's
in the story.
yeah, that's right. It doesn't have to be some sort of political message or statement, does it? It's just it
Yeah,
makes sense in the story.
even if it was, it makes sense in the story. So I don't. It's a good game. It's people don't like it, but I think it's one of the best games I ever played. Man, The Last of Us 2. Probably this one will bring a lot of hate to your video now,
I'm the
and to
same as I'll bury myself. Like I think it's amazing. I think it's
yeah,
I thought the first
it's
one was amazing, and this one
yes, yes.
I'm still on it's the bandwagon hate train is the only problem with
Hmm.
this game. If those leaks never happened and people weren't hating on the game before even playing it, it wouldn't be near as
Yeah,
hated as it is.
yeah,
It's an
yeah,
excellent game. Fucking
and
amazing.
probably it's also because other than female characters being on front on the lead, the Ellie is lesbian, so probably there's something there too. And fuck it, what's the problem with that?
And there's Lev, the a big thing with the leaks beforehand was that Abby
Oh,
was a
okay.
trans character. Like,
Oh no, but Abby
and
is
they
not. She's
no,
like
she's not. But
just
that's what
heterosexual.
stemmed from the leaks. So everybody believed that Abby was this trans, and this was some whole political statement. The whole purpose of the game was,
Oh no, she's
empowering.
just a bodybuilder.
Yeah,
Um,
and the
that-
things that Abby does that were also spoiled for the game, like all of that,
Yeah,
is
she's
why
definitely not.
people hated on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
We cannot.
that moment.
Yeah, we cannot spoil for those who didn't play. You
No,
should play
we
the.
can't.
Yeah,
Absolutely should
yeah.
play it, and I had that spoiled for me. I
But
wasn't even looking for it, and it still shocked me when it happened in the game.
I will go like uh, uh, I think if the game ended in the first, how can I say this without spoiling? The game could ended prior to the last combat situation. That would be
Yes.
a perfect ending. Like enough to tell the same tale,
Yeah,
and maybe open up sub window for Last of Us 3,
I
which would
think
be incredible.
as amazing as I think number two is, I still think how the game's sort of in two halves.
Two halves, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have been better if they went, here's day one for this character, day one for this character, sort of in and
Oh, I
out,
see.
stagger
Uh huh.
them instead of going a chunk, a chunk, and then
Okay.
alternating at the end. I think it would have been better to
Yeah,
go, yeah, to mix
but
it
but
up.
but I think the purpose of that was for you to feel. It's gonna be a spoiler, guys. So
I agree too. I see why it's the way that it is.
you
It
feel
allows you
like
to get
you're.
committed, invested
No, no,
in.
not that. When you get to the Abbey part, you see everyone that you killed. Like, oh shit, I killed everybody, and these people are just people. They didn't did
Yeah,
anything wrong. Ellie is
yeah,
crazy, maniac.
yeah.
So
So that, yeah,
yeah,
it
we
tells its
did spoil it.
story. Yeah,
Yeah, if you didn't play yet, it's on you, man. Come on.
yeah,
Right.
that's right.
August 29. Come on.
Yeah, what did it come out in July
Yeah,
19? So it's been out for five, wait, no, June 19. So it's been out
June.
for two
I
months.
don't. Yeah. I remember. I was. It was shocking the moment like I saw the dog coming in and she called him by the name Wolf. Come here, Wolfie, Wolfie. And when I killed this dog, they called it. Oh my God, Wolf. And I thought, man, I set that dog on fire like so many times. Oh, I feel so guilty. He's a little puppy.
That was somebody's dog. That was somebody's fucking pet, man.
Yeah, I think that is why people also don't like it because it brings. It's like the Joker movie. It brings bad
It's
feelings.
real, like it's just
It's,
gritty,
yeah,
raw, in your
gets on your
face.
gut. Yes, and that's why it's perfect. Actually,
Excuse me.
on my opinion. Bless you, my friend.
Thank you. Well, I agree. I think it's pretty flawless. Story, gameplay, graphics.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
said, everything could always be better, but like for what it is now, it's pretty damn perfect to me.
yeah. We cannot improve the game forever, so you have to end it at one point. So, but
Yeah,
the point I think it should be over is when Ellie. We gave this spoiler, so fuck it, right?
yeah, yeah.
Let's go. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Spoiler alert. When Abby has her boss fight, and it's Ellie, and she ended up breaking her arm and saying, "You should not let me never see you again." I think the game could end right there, and it will be like beautiful. The second part could be like it's too much. The ending is cool, but it's if you end it in the theater scene,
yeah.
I think it will have a more it will be more heavy impact. Like damn, you lost. If they wanted to make Kelly look like a bad person, that would be a perfect ending. I think that's why they extended it a little bit.
Well, I think the extension as well is to try and get us to sympathize even further for Abby too.
Yeah, probably because in the end she's like Walking Dead,
Yeah.
and
Well, in
Ellie
the end,
makes
they're no different to each other, really. Like
no, not at all.
they're both
Yeah,
the monster they see each other as.
yeah, and that's why she let her leave. And then you see the chat Ellie has with Joel. Oh, that goes back to what we said in the beginning about the Bushido. Like
Oh
that was
yeah,
the last chat she had with her father figure.
yeah,
It was she fought him all the time, and she wanted just to try to make it up with him, and she couldn't
yeah.
because
Didn't get the opportunity.
she should have done that before. And that's why that lesson about remembering, especially if you have zombies around,
Yeah,
remembering
seize the fucking day.
remember that you may die eventually.
Yeah, I think you would definitely live every day like it was your last if there were
Yeah.
zombies around. Yeah.
And Joe was no hero at all. He was a motherfucker. He destroyed the whole world. So he
Yes.
kind of had it coming. He knew he had it coming. He has accepted.
Yeah.
Right when he's done, he just accepted. He says, "Okay, let's go, move this,
Yeah. Because
finish me off already." So,
in his head, he's
but he,
probably thinking, I'm surprised this day didn't come sooner. Like, what took so
for
long?
that,
Yeah.
that, yes, definitely.
Yeah, because it paints
So
him as, yeah, he's our hero from the first game, obviously, but you know the bad shit that he's done. He's kind of, yeah,
anti-hero. Right?
yeah,
She saved one,
they all
saved one
are.
girl.
Oh,
She
well,
saved
yeah,
he saved
definitely.
he saved one girl and let the world burn. So,
That's right, yeah, he chose one person over
yeah.
billions.
Well, considering their world, maybe let it burn is it's some. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he done the right thing.
Oh,
Let it burn.
the world was kind of fucked by that point, wasn't it? There wasn't
Yeah,
much left to save.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most of us are bad, so nah, just joking. Maybe I don't know. We went too far on this one. God, this podcast may ruin our lives, man. Think about that.
That's alright, we got some creative cutting. We can sort this out.
Yeah, maybe maybe I don't know.
I'll work
uh,
magic tomorrow when I wake up.
okay. Uh, all right, man.
Oh,
I
well, this
guess.
was good. This was much more
Yeah, it
casual.
was really fun.
Much
Yeah,
less serious, less structured. We just went wherever the hell we wanted.
yeah. What made this a little bit dangerous, but it's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, we need some rules.
We touched some tough topics right there,
We
right
did.
from the start. Yeah,
We
but that's the DCF style, motherfucker. So
did.
don't like it, don't buy it. That's the deal. Okay.
That's the deal, mate.
You don't have to like us and either our products. So, but if you do, buy here from DCF Studios.
Absolutely. I wish I could do the same, but again, still haven't got my t-shirt, so.
Yeah, yeah. You can shoot it just
I'm gonna have to make a home job. I'm gonna have to just print that logo on my own t-shirt. Bootleg.
no, but that. that'll be like a fake one. I have to send you the original.
Yeah.
Made by a DCF hands.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, James. It was really nice chatting with you again. So
All
hope we
right.
do that more often.
Definitely
With
DC. We can do that.
okay. Just don't punch me in the nose when you're bullying me back.
I won't. I remember you told me go for the throat.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Uh,
man.
all right. Well, thanks for the
Thanks.
chat.
Thank you for having me again in your channel. It's really awesome every time we talk about stuff, even if we are just chatting around like we did just now.
This is good
That's
fun.
even, that's even cooler, actually.
Yeah.
So, thank you for having me here, man. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Really cool.
We'll do it again soon.
Okay, bye, bro.
See you later, mate.